Hey, how's everybody doing? For those of you who don't know me, my name's John Fidler. Sean, where you sit? Good. I've known Sean for 13 years. We met right down here in Graham Lee's dorm, 149 and 150, 13 years ago. And he's been my best friend ever since. Traditional for groomsmen to toast the groom, but I'm actually going to toast the bride tonight, if you don't mind. You know, I'm sure at this point, Terry, if you're anything like my wife, we got married 3 years ago, and if you're anything like her, you're having a lot of second thoughts right now. And that's understandable. I mean, Sean's a great guy, he has a lot of great qualities, but there's a lot of situations where he's not going to be able to help you. For instance, let's say you're in, hypothetically, let's say you're in a foreign country, third world country, and you have to rent a car. And in this country, they don't have any automatic transmission vehicles. He might not be able to help you in that situation. Just be aware. Not that that would or has happened. One thing I can give you some solace when it comes to is the hair. Do you have any concerns about him going bald? It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. He's had the same hairline since he was 18. Hard to believe, but it hasn't moved an inch. So I can attest to that fact. Yeah, I'm just checking. Important call here. A couple months ago, you know, Terry and I discussed. You know, we were talking about the wedding, and we thought it might be a good idea if I officiated the wedding. It seemed like a good idea to us. And so, needless to say, I was, you know, Sean's my best friend. I was really excited at this news. This was something Terry wanted me to do, so I got ordained as a minister on the internet by a church that's since been shut down by the FBI. And unlike this speech, I worked on my sermon, you know, night and day. And needless to say, Sean eventually vetoed Terry's excellent idea. So it was a huge disappointment for me personally, but if anyone's getting married anytime soon, I can legally marry you, but only in this state. And Sean, I expect to be reimbursed in full. It cost me $19.95. You know, it's water under the bridge. I'm not bitter about it. I'm not gonna hold a grudge. And if I have one piece of advice, now's the part where I get serious for like 2 seconds. If I have one piece of advice on marriage, then that would be it. Is, you know, don't hold a grudge. Don't go to bed angry. Don't let your negative emotions fester. You know, I don't think you guys are going to have any problem with that because you're obviously great for each other. I don't want to say that I believe in fate or love at first sight, but I do. Pat Decker can attest to this. I do have an email that you sent the day after you met Terry, in which you referred to her as your future wife. So, it's true. It's true. Spooky. So, Terry, you're a wonderful person. As I meet your family here over the weekend, it's obvious that, like Sean, you come from a great family, loving, nurturing, caring family, and that's great. And I know that's what you guys are gonna, you know, create in future years. Sean, you're my best friend, and I couldn't be happier for you guys. It's great. So, to the bride and groom.